Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Welcome back for episode 2 for Tuesday. This one's the God Wars recap for week 18. There's only 2 or 3 more weeks left, so like I said earlier, get your orders in or be left behind. We will still have prizes for the top 3/4 winners of this particular game, and I will be running another one next year when I've had time to go over the rules and fix things and adjust some things that were not the way everybody wanted. But this week, week 18 is countdown, and let's get into it. Let me do what I didn't do last week, which was increase the magnification so I don't have to put my readers on, and so I will or won't stumble through this as much as I did last week. Lord Xantar released another squadron of Crescent jet fighters loose this season, and now all 3 squadrons patrol the northern hemisphere, while his other troops patrol his terrestrial borders and his lunar territories far above the world of Maiar. Lady Teriel's forces have begun moving northward in an attempt to bolster the Whispering Woods against the imminent vampiric incursion from Lord Stark's undead legions. Lady Tamia engaged the forces of the Devourer and his amphibian minions this season, and losses were felt on both sides, and mighty spells were sent crashing into both of the vast undersea realms. Lord Aradron's people continue to rest safely from intrusion beneath their mighty spells shield erected by their lord and master, the Dark Avenger. Lord Dracor's Dragon Riders now patrol their own borders, while also sending several armies north to aid their Azkaci allies against the armies of Von Stark, who have begun their assault on the Pride Lands. Both Lord Zelix and Uxmal, Lord of the Sinking Plain, have been absent of late, presumably safe in their swampy realms, far from harm save for the armies of giants marching toward the realm of Lord Zelix. Strange new oceanic vessels were seen to engage the warriors of Lady Tamia in the seas near the Devourer's realm this season, dealing heavy casualties to the sea elves while suffering very few themselves. The Mothmen of the eastern continent have erected a new city, castle, and temple and wondrous tower this season as they too prepare for the vampiric invasion from the north. The workshop and laboratories of Lord Vermark have been working overtime this season as a new aura now surrounds his realm, an aura not created by mystic power, but of something else, something strange and something that fills the air with an ominous sense of dread and foreboding. The children of Lord Eshman have begun moving troops and supplies toward their capital as the vampiric horde looms ever near to the central continent. Lord Karom has also begun raising warriors and war machines in defense of the vampiric invasion this season, including a mighty war fleet and several new siege machines in the hopes of staving off the undead menace from his woodland empire. The children of the Hill people have begun digging in deeper into their countryside this season, building a new tower and temple along their northern borders in defense of both the vampiric legion and the Azkaci from the east, as both are dangerously close to their Lord Hillfeather's grand palace and grand cathedral. The forces of Lord Az met head-on the first wave of vampiric legions this season and were partially successful at keeping them at bay, but only in the new island chain of the Azkaci Empire. The homelands have been nearly overrun by legions of Von Stark. Only reinforcement from Lord Dracor can possibly save them from a fate far worse than death. The children of the Golden Horde have re-emerged from their sanctums, followed by hordes of demonic minions summoned from the deepest pits of hell, and have begun moving toward their ancestral enemies, the gnomes of Lord Marsala. Only the Fates can guess what deal was made with these demonic allies, and what price will be paid when these two forces meet once again on the battlefield. The Ratkin children of the Piper have been absent as of late, possibly overcome with inebriation from their recent revelry, or possibly preparing for the next conflict on the world of Maiar. Lord Kurza and his people have begun moving north toward the new territories of Lord Az this season, whether to hinder or help them against the vampiric vampires of Lord Stark, only time will tell. Lord Marsala commemorated a new city this season, dubbed Starport, while his forges and workshops keep a steady stream of white plumes of smoke into the air of the western continent. The flying continent of Lord Tang Fei inches ever closer to the realm of Lord Wratham Rex, preceded by new squadrons of flying reptiles as his mighty warship seems to change shape, now bristling with more and more cannons as each new day passes. Giant armies of Lord Brutus have now reached the border of Lord Zelix and have demanded their immediate surrender by the end of the week, or face destruction at the hands of the mountain god's minions and war machines. Great new guns have been witnessed from the realm of Wratham Rex, weapons capable of firing many leagues in every direction and causing great devastation wherever they land. Lord Arcanom's aircraft have now been seen by every race and every faction across the face of Maiar, and even now they begin to harry any aircraft brave enough to venture anywhere near the Central Powers Alliance. The undead hordes of Lady Izza have appeared all around Lord Zelix's eastern borders. Whether they are working in unison with the mountain god or just expanding their own empire has yet to be seen. Von Stark's armies and aerial forces have engaged the Azkatsi realms from both sides, inflicting heavy casualties on the Azkatsi capital while receiving heavy losses of their own this season, all the while reinvigorating their ranks with fallen Azkatsi warriors as their undead slaves. So there you have it. That was week 18, and I'll have week 19 out hopefully by the end of the week. Actually, it's technically week 19 and 20 because some folks are behind, but I gave everybody a little bit of leeway. But come this Friday, whatever orders are not issued will just go blank in the record books, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, there's only a couple of weeks left before it's all over and we take a break and go into the holiday season, especially with October rolling up right after Sumerian September. A lot of things, a lot of people are going to be doing a lot of new things and a lot of new games on the horizon, and I could sorely use the extra time to focus on some other projects that I'm working on behind the scenes. But that's what I got for you today. Wednesday I will have the next Conan story. Do I have that book handy? No. Oh yeah, I do. I believe it is The Frost Giant's Daughter, and I will share my thoughts on that one with you Wednesday morning, and maybe those of you who are listening will want to read along and follow along and keep pace. I know at least Omanal is doing the same while I read these, and we can continue the conversations in those comment sections. But in the meantime, I got to get to taking care of some stuff, so I will see you guys all later, and happy trails.